Christy Jones, after showing much promise last season, is getting the playing opportunity. He says that Fred Barnett was so helpful last year. Irving Fryar has also helped him with technique this season. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Waters trying to cut back the other way, but could not. Met by number 38, the right corner, Calvin Jackson.
The corner's job there was what is called contain. He is to make sure that everything is funneled back inside. Quick force from his secondary position. He's got coverage responsibility, but as soon as the run shows, he comes up. And this is the safety, of course. Now the corner, you're going to see Calvin coming from the outside. There he is. He's the last line. Force everything back inside or make the play yourself, as he did there.
2nd down and 9, and now Garner is on the field. He's split out to the right side. Complete to the tight end, Jason Dunn. Beautifully thrown pass. It's good for 25. Thomas and Wooden combined to make the stop. Jason Dunn, a 6'4" rookie, 2nd-round draft pick out of Eastern Kentucky.
They really think he's going to be a big-time player. Watching me practice Friday, I agree with him. This is the kind of throw that Ty Detmer made so many times at BYU. A nice touch throw over the middle. Jason Dunn coming from his right to his left, sitting, slowing down right in the hole in the zone.
And a 1st down for the Eagles at the Dolphin 35-yard line. And Waters is stopped back behind the line. He was stopped on the handoff. What a quick move by the right defensive tackle, Tim Bowens.
When Tim Bowens was taken, everybody in the league thought he could be one of the rising stars in the National Football League. This game has gone back and forth. You know, one side will have momentum and drive the length of the field for a long touchdown. The other side will then come back and do it. Back and forth. As we get closer to the 4th quarter, though, that temptation with Dan Marino gets more and more with Jimmy Johnson.
2nd down and 11. And Detmer throws deep. He has Fryar again. That's 4 for Irving Fryar. A 36-yard touchdown pass. And Irving tossing the ball to a fan in the crowd. Irving Fryar came into today with 1 touchdown. 4 more to make it 5 for the season for the one-time Miami Dolphins.
You know, in my opinion, they're using Ty Detmer just right. The short, quick throws and the long touch throws down the field. Those are the 2 things that he's able to do well. Ray Rhodes knows how to use his personnel.
28-11 with the point after by Gary Anderson. 7:22 left, 3rd quarter. All right, a moment ago was Ty Detmer and Irving Fryar hooking up for the 4th time this afternoon.
Ty Detmer throws this ball so beautifully. He leaves it in the air a long time. The defense is really there when the ball is released. But they break hard across the field. As you see, Wooden can't quite get to Irving Fryar. And the ball just travels right over his head.
And indicates, as we know, that was his 4th touchdown reception. Irving spikes on the kick return, try to stiff arm his way, gets across the 35-yard line. Fryar with 7 catches, 109 yards, including 4 touchdowns.
Bell on NBC.
Irving Fryar lined up right here. And here's Sean Wooden. It's a 3-deep zone. Watch Wooden. His job is to drop to the middle. They got a 3-deep. The tight end is going to take the coverage out from Sean Wooden's left side. Fryar just goes over the top.
And penalty flags come flying as Miami starts out 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Before the ball was snapped, false start by the offense, number 84, 5-yard penalty, it's still 1st down.
That is the tight end, Troy Drayton, called on the penalty.
Irving Fryar gets in behind, tight spiral, The rain is starting to come down right now. As long as the rain is just wet and we don't have wind and rain, it won't affect the passing game at all.
Wait a minute.
It doesn't freeze here.
Wet rain, Sam?
Wet rain and no wind.
I see.
Let me finish my sentence.
All right, Stanley Pritchard on the reception, stopped by Mark Woodard, and I think it's time that we step away on that one, Sam. Let's go to Greg Gumbel for an update.
All right, Marv, in Indianapolis, a turnover gave New England this shot. Curtis Martin from a yard out easily scores to make it 17-6. It was that man, Marvin Harrison, who fumbled the punt away, and now the Patriots are in charge in the third quarter, 17-6. Let's go back to Marv and Sam and the wet rain and everything else in Philly.
Back at the vet in Philadelphia, second down and 19 at the 28-yard line, and the completion, a sliding catch, is made as Troy Vincent provides the coverage on Randall Hill, a 14-yard pickup. Getting back to the subject of Irving Fryer, the 4 touchdown receptions ties a Philadelphia Eagle franchise record. Ben Hawkins caught 4 against the Steelers in 1969, and Joe Carter, not to be confused with baseball Joe Carter, in 1934 did it against Cincinnati. 3rd and 3 at the 44. The NFL record most touchdowns in a game is 5. And that is picked off. Or is it ruled incomplete? Let's see, did he short hop it? It is. Called incomplete. Michael Zordich diving for it, but it is a short hop. But it is 4th down coming up, and the punting unit checks in.
You know, my astute comment a moment ago, as long as the rain just stayed wet.
We understand, sir.
Yeah, and what I was trying, of course, if the wind's not a factor, the wet doesn't usually interfere with the passing game, except right there. The ball just looked like it flew out of Craig Erickson's hand. He was trying to throw a little touch pass over the middle, and the ball kind of squirted on him.
There was no need to explain.
Well, I have to now because you've embarrassed me in front of the rest of the country.
A 4th down and 3, and here's the punt by Kidd to Say. Mark Say with a penalty marker down, getting out to the 17-yard line. Hit by Frank Wainwright, 45-yard punt, and a 6-yard return, but there is a flag.
If this happened prior to the kick, it's going to give Miami a 1st down. They're indicating holding against the Eagles.
Holding by the receiving team during the kick. The foul was on number 40. 10-yard penalty enforced from the end of the kick. Miami keeps the ball, 1st down. Correction. Philadelphia, the receiving team, keeps the ball, 1st down.
Had it happened prior to the kick, there would have been a penalty in favor and given them the 1st down. But after the kick, it's on the end of the play.
Welcome back to Philadelphia, where that wet rain continues to fall. I won't mention it again.
It's not going away in my lifetime. Is that basically what we're looking at?
5:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Philadelphia Eagles with a 28-11 lead on the Miami Dolphins. Off the penalty, the Eagles starting out from the 6, and you see the movement. Tim Bowen's making the move across the line for the Dolphins.
Before the ball was snapped, encroachment by the defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty, it remains 1st down.
So that was Bowen's. Well, this November, a 747 is carrying the world's deadliest virus.
It could kill half the humans on Earth.
You're going to shoot down that plane in less than an hour.
We can't let that happen. Say a prayer for those people tonight.
Coming to NBC November 10th, Pandora's Clock. Well, here's Charlie Garner getting an opportunity. The 1st down run out by Terrell Buckley.
Ray Rhodes wanted to get Charlie Garner in the ball game, and he almost broke containment that time. We talked about containment on the other side a moment ago. Charlie Garner is the kind of running back that's fast enough, quick enough to dip inside, bait everybody in, and then bounce outside and just flat out run the contain. You see Kevin Turner making the initial block inside and then bouncing outside. Terrell Buckley, though, good speed, good game.
The Eagles 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. And it's Garner again. Tried to accelerate, but bottled up. Charlie Garner, only 5'9", 187 pounds in his 3rd season out of Tennessee. Has seen only limited action, ran only twice last week against the Giants for 16 yards. Had a 39-yard reverse called back, though, due to a holding penalty.
I think Ray Rhodes is aware of the fact that you've got to get players like that in the ball game just to keep them in the season, because if anything were to happen with Waters, he'd be the main guy.
Well, he averaged better than 5 yards per carry last season. 2nd down and 5 and a whiff. Ty Detmer coming up empty, and it is ruled an incomplete pass.
Boy, those are hard calls to make. The officials got to decide, is the motion going forward when the ball came loose? Is Hockley going to give us? He's not going to give us interpretation. He's just signaling 3rd down. The ball is slick enough, apparently. Really what happens with a football like this is it's fairly dry, except on where the thumb rests on the ball is where the ball rests on the ground. And so that one part of the ball is wet, and your thumb doesn't hold it in place. But there was motion going forward before that ball came out.
And it was ruled an incomplete forward pass. A 3rd down and 5 at the 24-yard line. Garner trying to pick his way. He's short of the 1st down. Met by Norman Hand.
You know, sometimes, Marv, the center, as he adjusts the ball just prior to the snap, will actually wet the ball even more. He'll push it down into the ground a little bit when you got some surface water like that. And then the ball comes up feeling dry to the quarterback, but that one place on the ball opposite the laces is wet, and you have accidents like that.
Right, here's Tom Hutton. Did not have a particularly good day last week against the Giants. Had a 56-yarder in his first punt. Handles the high snap, and line drives it. McDuffie lets it roll out of bounds.
They're going to get James Fuller for holding on that one. And Jimmy Johnson is probably going to be saying it's a little bit late to be seeing some of these holding calls. Very unhappy on their touchdown in the 1st half.
40-yard punt by Hutton, but here is the interpretation on the call against Fuller.
The officials always talk these over to be sure.
By the kicking team, number 22. 10-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
Sometimes I wonder why they have to go and talk it out, but really the reason is there could be more happening than just what one official saw. There could be another circumstance or maybe another penalty. But right up at the top of the screen, here you see Fuller. William Fuller reaches out. He's beaten rather than allow the block. James Fuller tackles the rusher, and Ed Hockley caught it.
James Fuller at his 3rd NFL season out of Portland State, a one-time Charger and Saint. So Hutton once again, this time from inside his 5.
Dolphins had to rush on.
And McDuffie decided to let it go, and it takes a good eagle bounce inside the 25, but again a flag is thrown. Well, if this one holds, it's a 57-yard punt.
Looks good in the paper the next day. Didn't really travel 57, but if you're not sure you can handle the ball, it's best to pull away. And the discussion again to make sure that the call is clear. Ray Rhodes all the way out on the field to examine this one. Jimmy Johnson, of course, just as interested.
And the call against Miami, he can only go so far. That's as far as the cord will allow.
53. Foul was during the kick. It's enforced from the end of the kick. 1st down.
So the call against Miami, the good punt by Hutton will hold up, and we will take a break. Today, the MetLife blimp cruising the skies above Veterans Stadium, powered by twin engines that are capable of reaching speeds greater than 57 miles per hour. Snoopy 1 can navigate at altitudes in excess of 6,000 feet. A look from above Veterans Stadium here in Philadelphia. We welcome you back.